Everyone thinks a portable hotspot like the TP-Link M7200 is the easy, budget way to get Wi-Fi anywhere. But here's the thing, don't buy it yet, because in real-world use it stumbles on the basics that actually matter. I tested this unit for 10 days across city apartments, a parking space, and a 3-hour road trip. On paper, 4G LTE up to 150 Mbps sounds fine. In practice, the 2.4 GHz only Wi-Fi, dated charging, and heat under load created bottlenecks that surprised me. I went in optimistic, but then the cracks started to show. Stick with me because what I found will save you time, money, and a whole lot of buffering. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already convinced and want to grab it at the best price, I've dropped a link below. But seriously, stick around because some of these test results will change how you think about portable Wi-Fi. Here's why I bought this in the first place. I travel between apartments with spotty internet, I work remote on Zoom, and I needed a backup for when the building Wi-Fi flakes out. My phone hotspot, it overheats and kills the battery in an hour. I've tried older MiFi devices that promise convenience but die the moment you push them. The M7200 seemed like a simple solution. Toss in a SIM, power it on, Wi-Fi for up to 10 devices, 8 hours battery. At 149.90 with a 4.1 rating on Amazon, I thought, fine, maybe this is the no-drama backup. I imagined smooth Zoom calls, quick file downloads, no drama on the road. But let's be real, I've been burned by marketing claims before, so I approached this like a skeptic. Testing, Scenario 1, peak hour speed and stability. Midday, strong signal around dBm in the city. I pulled 72 Mbps down and 18 up on LTE. Not bad, but here's where it gets interesting. The Wi-Fi side choked. Because it's 2.4 GHz only in a congested apartment, throughput to my laptop hovered around 2840 Mbps at 5 feet, then dropped to 1218 Mbps one room away. Zoom. It held at 720p for about 20 minutes, then started micro-stuttering. A quick screen recording shows those telltale freeze frames. If I put it next to the laptop, the stutters eased. Move 15 feet away, it's back. No 5 GHz means you're fighting with microwaves, Bluetooth, neighbors, and every smart bulb on the block. Scenario 2, evening congestion. Same spot, 7 p.m. LTE dropped to 2235 Mbps down, 1012 up, typical of shared towers. But then the combination of congested 2.4 GHz and weaker LTE turned web browsing into a start-stop dance. YouTube at 1080p buffered twice in 10 minutes, 720p was fine. The device supports up to 10 connections, so I connected 6 devices. 2 phones, a laptop, a tablet, a TV stick, and a smart speaker. Light browsing was okay. The moment I started a large download alongside a video call, ping spiked from 38 ms to over 180 ms. Gaming, I could feel the lag, and NAT was strict due to carrier CGNAT. Not unique to TP-Link, but there's no Ethernet port or more advanced routing to work around it. Scenario 3, mobility. In a moving car, Google Maps and Spotify were solid. But then, passing through weaker coverage zones, it held only 1-2 signal bars. No external antenna ports and no carrier aggregation means it can't grip marginal signals like higher-end units. A 1080p YouTube stream dropped to 480p automatically. For road browsing and messaging, it's fine. For streaming HD video continuously, expect fluctuations. Scenario 4, battery and heat. With 3 devices streaming Spotify, web browsing, and a YouTube stream, it died at 6 hours 12 minutes. That's shy of the up to 8 hours claim, which you might hit with very light use. The shell warmed to about 44°C after 90 minutes. Right around then, speed dips became more frequent. Charging is micro USB, and with a 5V1A brick, it took about 2 hours 20 minutes from empty to full. Using it while charging works, but it trickle charges slowly if you're pushing it. Also, Wi-Fi is 802.11n only, and there's no 5 GHz option to escape interference. The interface is basic LED indicators, no screen for quick status. The app is simple. It shows data usage and lets you change Wi-Fi settings, but power users will find it limited. No band locking, no external antennas, minimal diagnostics. Here's the big reveal. The bottleneck most people will feel is not raw LTE speed, it's the 2.4 GHz only Wi-Fi plus thermal behavior which tanks stability under real use. I ran over 40 speed tests across times and locations, and every time the environment got busy or the session ran long, performance wobbled. The M7200 can hit decent LTE numbers, but it struggles to deliver them reliably to your devices in modern, crowded 2.4 GHz airspace. And at 149.90, that's a hard pill to swallow when alternatives exist. TP-Link's own M7350 adds a screen and better controls. Step up to the M7450 and you get LTE Cat6 with carrier aggregation and 5 GHz Wi-Fi, which cuts interference and keeps throughput consistent. Even a compact travel router paired with your phone's USB tether can outperform this in stability without cooking your phone's battery and with better 5 GHz distribution. Now, to be fair, if you're in a low-interference environment, have 2 devices, and mostly browse, message, and stream at 720p, the M7200 does the job and explains the 4.1-star average. But if you rely on it for video calls, multi-device use, or apartment living surrounded by 2.4 GHz noise, the shortcomings show fast. Too good to be true? Not exactly. Just not engineered for today's crowded RF reality. Now that you know the real constraint is 2.4 GHz congestion and thermal stability, plan accordingly. If you still want this for light use, I've got the best current price linked below. If you need 5 GHz or stronger LTE, I've also linked better alternatives before stocks and prices bounce. Bottom line, don't buy the TP-Link M7200 if you expect dependable multi-device performance, smooth Zoom calls in apartments, or strong rural hold. For light travel, email, maps, and casual streaming, it's acceptable. If you can stretch your budget, spring for a model with 5 GHz Wi-Fi and carrier aggregation, or use a travel router with USB tethering for stability. At 149.90, the M7200 feels dated micro USB, 2.4 GHz only, no screen, no antennas. Who should buy? Minimal users who value simplicity and portability. Who shouldn't? Remote workers, gamers, families, anyone in congested buildings. Bottom line, don't buy it for reliability. Buy it only if your needs are truly basic.